Hey everybody, welcome back to another brand new video. We are out in California and wrapping up the trip with a trip to probably the most popular baseball card store in the United States. This is the one I always hear about. People say you gotta go to Burbank Sports Cards, and I'm taking the whole family here today, and we're gonna bring you a video from the buyer's perspective. I've seen videos here before. They were walkthroughs, but it's typically them showing you what's going on behind the scenes. Like they're going through a warehouse and they're interviewing the owner and everything. But I want to show you what you're going to get if you go to Burbank Sports Cards, what you're going to see, and just give you the whole experience from the buyer's point of view. So when you walk in, the first thing you're going to see on your left is a whole massive wall of wax. And you can see this is mostly going to be hockey over here. I think basketball's over here too. As you know, this is a baseball card channel, so we don't do much with any sports except for baseball cards, but I still want to give you an entire walk around of the store. So there's blasters, there's hobby, there's jumbos, there's fat packs, there's cases in the showcases, and then there's singles all over the place too. When we swing it around here, there's a little section of Pokemon back there on that back wall, and then you see there's a whole bunch of top loaders. They have those nifty little digital price tags, which they can easily change the price of those at any time. Makes it a lot easier for them because, as you know, with the price of wax going up and down pretty much every day, mostly up, but that makes it easier for them, I guess. And then we have these stand-up displays that are going to have all the cards in them. All the singles are here, and this is going to be the hockey section, so we don't care too much about that. We'll just show you those real quick. And then on the other side, we've got graded comic cards. I think we've got some wrestling singles. There's some of the kiddos walking around. Brought the entire family. All 7 of us are in this store walking around checking things out. We'll all get something too. There's wrestling singles, graded wrestling, and I'll go into how they have these showcases organized here in just a little bit. There's another shot of the Pokemon back wall there. And this store is massive. It goes on and on and on back there. They have a whole warehouse there. They literally have millions and millions of cards in this store. A lot of them are behind that wall, and we're going to put it to the test, and we're going to try to find some obscure cards and see if they have them. Here's some of the newest and greatest stuff out there. There's a pristine box for $800. We've got the tribute box that just came out about a month ago for $10.50. That's a good one. We have both of those tonight in our breaks, pristine and tribute. Hope you can check it out tonight on Whatnot. And then we've got our Stadium Club blaster boxes there. Pretty good price on those, $20. All those Stadium Club blasters are probably the worst blasters from 2025 in my opinion. But if we swing it around here, we'll show you some of the other inventory. We've got 2025 update there for $25. That's MSRP, so it's not being marked up. Then you got some holiday tins down there as well. So the inventory will probably change if you're watching this video down the road. This was filmed on August 20th or something like that, 2026. The end of August. There's the baseball section. Let's go ahead and cut on over there. So now let's take a look into the baseball singles. There's Andrew Jones. That's a nice card. There's a lot of modern stuff here. There's a lot of color. There's a lot of autographs. There's some vintage that you'll see mixed in here and there. There you see a nice Aaron Judge black parallel, $4,500. When I first started looking, I wasn't sure how this was organized, but they actually have a really good system here, so that you can just go and find the player that you want. It took me a little while. I think it took me 3 showcases to figure it out. At first I was like, I wonder if the most expensive cards are on top, because there's a $4,000 card. There's a Florentino there on top of that. We have a Super Fracture. There's the All Kings Vlad Jr., which is a great one. For I think it was $425. We actually have that in a consignment that we will eventually hopefully sell. There's a quad auto right there, and these are all baseball singles. You can see from head to toe. You can take your time and go through and see what they've got. Look at that nice Jack Caglione yellow foil. Bubba Chandler caught my eye. He was pitching that night at Dodger Stadium. That's his 1952. Those are super short printed. $150. Corbin Carroll. That's a great card right there. Corbin Carroll rookie card. Rookie auto. I actually was looking at some of his cards on eBay, and his PSA 10 of his base paper sells for more than Acuna now, believe it or not. I couldn't believe it, because I was looking for the Acuna PSA 10s and ended up seeing those pop up as well. On the other side, we got basketball singles. You can see those to your right. If you really love basketball, then I would suggest you just go and check it out yourself. I'm sure maybe there's a basketball channel that might cover what's in there. All right, so let's go ahead and show you some more showcases on this side. Now, unbeknownst to me at the time, on the other side, there's a whole bunch more baseball singles, and they're all graded. So this is the raw section. All of this is non-graded. And then once you flip it around, we'll see the graded section. There's a nice Roger Maris 1965 tops for $150. And as I'm editing this video, I saw a card that I really, really wanted, and I wish I would have bought. You'll see it here at the end of this showcase. Ultimately, I did end buying some singles, and we'll show you everything that I bought at the end of the video. Up here, by the way, look at Nolan Ryan. The team color match, orange to 25 for $350. What a great card that one was. Got Ryan Sandberg right there, gold. There's another Sandberg autograph with Wade Boggs. Like, how cool is that? Mike Schmidt autograph right next to that. Paul Skeens right next to that. Just pretty much everything you could really want. If you got a player you love, it's all here except for one, Ohtani. I didn't see many Ohtanis. Everyone's buying him. And now I figured out they're organized by last name. So it was A way at the far left, and now we're down to the Z's. And this one I probably should have bought. A Ted Williams 1955 for under 200 is pretty crazy. A PSA 1, I think, is worth like 200 bucks. So should have bought that one. We swing it around here. We got soccer on that side, and now we'll show you some of the graded section. The entire length here. This is all graded, and remember, it's organized by last name. There's that Yogi Berra 1953 tops. I have that one raw. It's a nice looking card. Roberto Clemente catches my eye, of course. 1959 tops. Not too bad. $360. I would price check one of the cards in this. Oh, look at this guy. Coming to check up on me. There's little Jackson, my 1-year-old. Making sure everything's all right. Had to let him know we're okay here. And he's just going to go back to looking at some 1992 Topps boxes in there. All right, back to the video. Love the vintage stuff in this showcase. There's O'Neal Cruz. I point that one out to Emmylou. That's her favorite player. And swinging it around here, we see some more graded stuff. If anything catches your eye, go grab it. There's a Connor Griffin. It's his paper for $225. Seemed a little high to me. I didn't even check that one out. I probably should have. I noticed that everything in the showcase here was labeled with a sticker. There's Harmon Killebrew. That's the one that I was thinking about getting. It's a PSA 3, 270. I think the going rate is about 230, although the centering will jack that up a good bit, so 270 might actually be a pretty decent price. Ultimately, I passed on it. But since everything is stickered, there's a chance you might be able to get a good deal. There's a Mantle 6.5 for $1,100. The thing is, though, there is so many people that go to this store. Like, the parking lot is actually pretty big, and it took us like 5 minutes to even find a spot. That's how just crowded this place is. It seems like people come from all around to come to Burbank Sports Cards. And you know what? I can see why. This card shop is loaded. Like, the inventory here is insane. There's lots of different types of card stores. There's ones that are extremely modern that only have wax. There's some that only have just boxes in general. There's some that only have singles. There's some that look like a flea market. It's just a bunch of just crap laying around. This has everything. Like this, I think all the boxes here are checked. They've got the singles, they've got high-end singles, they've got boxes, they've got wax, they've got supplies. They do it all. The only thing they don't do is I don't think they have a breaking component, as most of the big boy shops do in these days. They just stick to the in-store experience. Take a look at this. If you're trying to complete a set, they've got you covered there too. Unbelievable. Just be like, okay, I'm completing, I don't know, like for example, 1953, I would like to try to complete that. I could just go and grab a 1953 Topps box and go through all the singles and pick them out. It's pretty great. In the showcases, they got a bunch of vintage there, as you can see. And also, they are buying. There was a big line of people buying, or not buying. They were buying, people were selling. So if you want to sell some cards there, you can take it there and they will sell to you. Probably about 80% comps. That's usually what most card shops do. And then take a look at the wax wall. It goes on forever. Whole bunch of unopened wax. There's Paul Molitor rookie card along with Alan Trammell. That's always a good one. And then we see some 1909 cards. A lot of great stuff here. Typically, I don't really focus too much on cards that aren't graded because I'm too worried I'm going to get burned. Maybe a trim or something. I'm not very good at, that portion of things. Like if it's trimmed by a hair, I'm not going to be able to notice unless I had another card from the same set alongside with me. So I usually just only go for the stuff that's already graded. Here's some recent stuff. You got some Bowman boxes there, hobby boxes for $4.35. I didn't have a chance to really check this and see how it compares to the going market. It seems like everything's pretty much in line with what the stuff is listed for on the big boy sites like Blowout Cards. And then down here we have some more singles. Swing it over here, I believe it's going to be some more basketball cards over to the left. But we're actually going to go ahead and, there's Emmylou in the glass. We're going to go ahead and check out one of the coolest things they have here, and that is the on-demand card library. There's the PSA grading submission booth. You can just go drop your cards off and have them graded. That's really, really cool. So if you have some rare card that you want, some completely random card, you can go over to Cards on Demand, and they got a kiosk here. It's like a, you know, in the old libraries back in the day, they used to have the Dewey Decimal System, that little filing cabinet. Oh, here he comes again, checking up on Dad. He's having a good old time looking at all these cards. He's so happy. Just enjoying the card shop experience, little Jackson. But anyway, you can see there's 1909 cards there, so you're going to have to drill down because they've got everything. Like I said, they've literally got millions and millions of cards, and they're organized so quickly that you're going to place your order here, and you will get your cards in how many days do you think? Like, when are you going to have to come back and get them? Well, if you said 5, you're right. And if you said 5 minutes, you're right. So 5 minutes, that's crazy. 5 to 10 minutes is what I was told. I asked, how long does it take to get these cards? I was actually expecting them to probably have an option for them to ship to me. Here, by the way, you see what I'm doing? I'm looking for Andy Van Slyke. Look, they've got every random junk wax Andy Van Slyke card you could ever want. Even 89 Fleer League leaders. I've never seen that one before. There's a whole bunch of OPG cards. Now, the commons do cost 99 cents a piece. I don't think you're going to see anything less than 99 cents. Typically, we would think of those commons maybe worth like a nickel at most, maybe a quarter for 89 tops. But so I picked out all of their 89 tops Andy Van Slyke cards. They had 5 of them in stock. I picked out all of them, and then I said all the kiddos, guys, any card you want, come and pick it within reason. Like, don't spend like $100 or whatever. But I let them all pick out a card. So here I am teaching Emmylou, who is 9 years old, how to look for her card, and she's going to ultimately select her favorite player, O'Neal Cruz. And you saw a quick glance of Elsa going for Aaron Judges. Here's Olivia. She's going for Ellie De La Cruz. And then I would get Jackson something. And then here is EJ. And I think he's looking for his favorite player there. He's looking for an Andrew McCutcheon. Then I called my wife over. Of course, she likes Jose Canseco because that's the first of her players she met. So I let her do her thing.
You saw.
I think she started looking for Aaron Judge as well. I don't know if she switched to Canseco or not because she wanted a Judge rookie card. They didn't have any Judge rookies listed in the database. Everybody grabbed them all up. And then after we put our selections in, we were told 5 to 10 minutes. So the kids went and sat back on a couch. I looked at some of the other stuff here. Here's some, it's called, I think, something exclusive, value showroom exclusives. I don't know if you have to be a member for that or if that's for anybody. But there are some cool cards in there. So as the kiddos were lounging, waiting for their cards to be pulled from the warehouse, I went over and looked at some of the junk wax that they had on the shelves. There's 1990 Fleer. We got 91 score there. And these were, I think, around $35, $40 a box. They have some complete sealed sets. We've got the 1990 Upper Deck complete set for $20. I guess that's not too bad these days. A lot of 91 Fleer football. Of course, the 91 Fleer box truly shows you they've got everything. If there's 91 Fleer on the shelf, $40 for that. A lot of 1990 Upper Deck boxes. This is some really cool stuff, and I'm sure that this stuff changes because people are always coming in, selling stuff to them, and who knows, somebody might bring in a box of 88 tops and they'll put that out there. And then this is the really cool part. This is where you probably want to take some time. I wish I would have had more time. I'm going to go ahead and have a seat and pull one of these boxes. This is all of the premium singles. It's a giant section. Look at all of these like 2,000 count boxes, 1,600 count boxes filled with cards. Just so if you're going to place an order or if you just want to hang out, go ahead and go through these. They're not seemingly in any kind of order. You just sit down and go through, and there's literally everything in here. I would pick out a nice handful here. I think I would ultimately end up with 19 cards. Now, the way this works is there is a worker there, and he's kind of like overseeing and making sure you're not stuffing stuff in your pockets. After you take out all of your cards at these tables, then what you do is you hand your cards to him. He walks them up to the front counter, puts your name on them. Then when you're ready to ultimately check out, you go and you pay for everything. It's a pretty cool system. There's a Tim Raines 81 Donruss rookie card, $4 for a Hall of Fame rookie. I'm going to grab that one. There you see a George Brett 82 Topps. A lot of cool stuff in these boxes. Like I said, I would ultimately pick out 19 cards. There's Will Clark, 1987 Fleer rookie card. We'll show you another box here, and then I'll go ahead and get in line, and we'll get on to showing you the recap. There's Max Scherzer rookie card on the top for, I think that was like $5. Can't beat it. There's other people there in the top doing the same thing, looking for cards. And then you go stand in line. If there's a wait, they've got baseball games on for you to pass the time. It's awesome. So that was our experience at Burbank Sports Cards. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you along for all of our videos. There's my box filled with the cards that I picked up. After this, we headed out to Dodger Stadium. This was our last day in Los Angeles. This was actually Friday night. It was Luka Doncic bobblehead day. So there's all the kiddos enjoying the game. And unfortunately, the Pirates would end up losing, but it was a fantastic time. So thank you very, very much for watching. Have a great rest of your evening. We're going to do the recap now and show you what we picked up. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in our next Whatnot stream coming up here tonight. We're live on Whatnot every Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, we are back from Burbank Sports Cards, and we've got the haul. This is what I picked up. Didn't buy any boxes or bulky items because I don't think I had the room in my luggage, because we just flew back, got in the door yesterday, and here we are. So thank you very much for joining us. Let's go ahead and show you what we've got. So we're going to start with the on-demand. I had to try it. Like, that is something that they always tell you about in all these other videos that I've seen about Burbank Sports Cards. It's primarily them just walking through a warehouse and being like, this is what we've got. Here's how we organize everything. And we can get the cards really fast. So we put it to the test. Everybody picked out a random card. And they had all of them but one. One of the cards, they said, we didn't have this in stock, so they didn't charge you for it. They print out a whole invoice there behind the counter, and you get it with your cards. It's really, really cool. So here we have what I picked up. Let's show you. Again, they have these, somehow they can pull them out in 5 to 10 minutes. And I don't know, I don't know if it was exactly 5 to 10 minutes, because honestly, I went and sat down and started pulling cards from the premium singles section at that table. And I probably gave them like 20 minutes or so, because I was having so much fun looking through those boxes. So they may have been there in 5. They may have been there in 15. I don't know. But the point of the whole thing is you get your cards quick. So I had to grab these. They only had 5 of them there. If they would have had 100 of them, I probably would have bought all 100. The story behind this, if you're new to the channel, is this is the first card in 1989. My very first pack of baseball cards that I ever opened, I got this card, and he was my favorite player. He was everybody's favorite player. I remember my friend who also got a pack with me was so jealous that I got this card, and I was hooked on cards ever since. The 89 Topps Andy Van Slyke. So you can see they are all there. There's all 5 of them. And here we have O'Neal Cruz, numbered to 402. This was picked out by Emmylou. She picked out a nice refractor of his prospect card. And then this one was picked out by Elsa. It is an Aaron Judge. It's an early Aaron Judge. She went the 2018 second-year Aaron Judge. And I think my wife picked this one out. I think this one will be a second-year one as well. Aaron Judge, Ministers of MASH from Big League. And then EJ picked out Andrew McCutchen. It is a spring training parallel. Pretty cool card right there. And then for Jackson, because he's on the bump tonight, or he was on the bump tonight on Friday when we went, I got him this card. Bubba Chandler, his first Dodgers game. Bubba Chandler pitched, so I got him his rookie card. So the only one that didn't get their card was Olivia. Unfortunately, they didn't have the Ellie De La Cruz pink refractor that she picked out, so they just didn't charge us for it. So it works. The only thing that I would say about the system, if I was to give some constructive criticism, would be maybe sleeve the cards. I know it's an extra step. You got probably, 5 to 10 million cards there. But as they come in, maybe just throw them in a sleeve as you throw them into the system back there. That'd be kind of nice. And the other thing I would say is it would be really cool. I'm not a tech guy, but when you go to a restaurant, when your order's ready, you know how they give you that little like disc that vibrates? Now, I'm not saying you have to give discs out, but it would be really cool if you had a QR code that you would scan on your order. Maybe on the receipt that gets printed out for it, or on the screen. You scan that QR code, it goes into a system, and then your phone buzzes or sends you some sort of notification when your order's ready. I think that would be really cool too. Just minor things that I would say might make the experience just a tad bit better. As it's already awesome as it is. All right, so here's the singles that I picked out. We'll go through and show them all to you right now. So again, this is from the premium singles section. You pick out your singles, you hand them to the guy that's standing there, and then he puts a little post-it note with your name on it, walks up to the register, and then when you're ready to cash out, it's behind the counter for you. Picked up the Griffey 89 Fleer rookie card. This one is an insert. I grabbed it because this is a card I really wanted at the National. It's the Satchel Paige Bowman rookie card. And so I bought the chrome version for about 1,000 times less, for $4. We got Murph Gray. I saw him at AA Altoona at a game we went to about a week or two ago, and he's doing pretty well this week. He's approaching 30 home runs in the minors. He was our second overall draft pick a couple years ago, and $3 for a refractor of his first Bowman. I figured, why not? That's crazy. You can find stuff like that in those boxes. This was one of my favorite cards when I was a kid. Cal Ripken Jr. 85 tops, and I remember getting this card, being super stoked, and I think I paid $20 for it back then. Got it for $2, 85 tops Ripken. Ken Griffey Jr., it is his 89 rookies. Griffey rookies used to be $5 a piece. Now you usually see them for at least 10 or more. So for $8, I figured I'd grab that one and the 89 Donruss. This one I got from my wife. It's the Jose Canseco rookie card, 86 Fleer. I don't think she has this one. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't, but grabbed it for her. I'll go surprise her with that here in a second. I think she's out of the pool right now, so as soon as she comes in. Harold Baines rookie card for $3. Not too bad. Barry Bonds. This is the 87 tops glossy. So 87 tops Bonds rookie for $5. Not passing on this. Here's the Clemens rookie card. It is a little off condition. You will notice a little bit of white along the edges. I didn't care. Roger Clemens rookie for $6. I'm going to grab it. Tim Raines, he's not a favorite of mine or anything, but a Hall of Fame rookie from the early 80s for $3. I'm going to get it. There's Barry Bonds. Now this one, $2 for the 90 Leaf. I just figured, I don't know if I have that one off the top of my head. And then I'm sitting there thinking, I should just start an entire collection of Barry Bonds and try to get every single one of his cards. That would be really cool. These are ideas that I have that I usually never carry out, but it'd be cool. So grab the Barry Bonds 90 Leaf just in case I do try that. And I didn't know if I had this one either. The Barry Bonds, I think this is an 88. Yeah, this is a second year Bonds. 88 score superstar card. Second year, $3. Never saw it before. Had to get it. There is Tim Raines, his rookie card. I think you saw me pull that one out in the video. $4 for a rookie right there. We've got the Canseco right here again. This is a rookie card, 86 tops traded. I think that's one of people were all about Canseco back in the late 80s, and I just grabbed this one honestly for my wife again. So an 86 tops rookie of Canseco. Got the Bonds rookie card there for $6. 87 Donruss. Then I picked up two of these Max Scherzer rookie cards. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, a first ballot Hall of Famer. So for his rookie for $5 a pop, had to grab those. And then last but not least, I was planning on doing a video from Dodger Stadium and opening cards there. I went to the team shop there. They did not have any cards for sale, so we did not open cards. But I was planning on doing a box worth of kids at Dodger Stadium, and then this being the prize. Nick Gonzalez, who would have been playing in that game, and somebody winning his autograph, I thought was a pretty cool idea. I did see another card channel try to take cards into Dodger Stadium. I think it was like 92 tops or something ridiculously not even good. and security shut them down, would not let them take 92 tops into Dodger Stadium. I think I saw that about a year or two ago. They said, how do we know you're not going to sell those and be a panhandler? And the dude's like, they're 92 tops. What are you talking about? So I didn't want to try to take a box of Chrome and then be accused of the same thing. So I just figured I'd buy a box there and open it, but they didn't have it. So that video idea went down the tubes. But still ended up with Nick Gonzalez. I'll probably give this one away because he's not one of my favorite Pirates. But maybe one of my kids will like it. Maybe we'll do a box for it in the future. And that's what I picked up. So really, really cool stuff from the card shop Burbank Sports Cards. Hope you'll be able to check them out someday. It is in the Los Angeles area, so I would say it's probably about, well, traffic's kind of crazy in Los Angeles, so it all depends on traffic, but it's probably about half an hour from Dodger Stadium. So if you're going to Dodger Stadium, make sure that you also budget some time to go to Burbank Sports Cards, and you're probably going to need at least an hour in there, maybe more, depending on how much you want to look through all those boxes and how much you want to go through their Dewey Decimal on-demand card system from their warehouse and pull cards that you need out of that. Really cool card shop. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you liked kind of the different format instead of like a, first-person interview with the card owner and him telling you about all the stuff that they have and showing you where it all is. Just from the buyer's perspective, I thought would be pretty cool. So hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you along for all of our videos, and I hope that you'll come along and check us out on Whatnot. We're there every single Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and sometimes I'll even add a show on like a random Monday or Thursday or Saturday. So make sure you follow us there and get signed up first and foremost. Use this link, whatnot.com/invite/JabbsFamily. The QR code will take you to the same spot. And you'll be able to watch and participate in all of our breaks. And we also been giving away free teams. So if you'd like to win a free team in our break, you can check us out there too. You can win lots of free stuff and Whatnot actually. And here's free money, $15. Don't miss out on that. And it will be loaded to your account automatically once you complete the sign-up process. So when you make your first purchase, let's say you buy something for 20 bucks, it'll drop immediately to $5 with that 15 coming off. So thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you in our streams. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and hit that subscribe button. We have videos every single day, and we've been doing baseball card content for over 10 years. So have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you all later. Good night, everybody.